slugging it out virtually to a standstill last night. It will live long in the memory. It was an incredible fourth day at the Oval, a blistering counter-attack from Brook, an amazing fight back from India, and a class 100 from a class man.
Down the pitch, clip to the leg side. The 39th Test match 100 for Joe Root. A truly magnificent cricketer in the form of his life.
So it came down to this. England needed 35 runs, India 4 wickets with a new ball imminent. It's a series that has just kept on giving. Both sets of players must be exhausted, but they had to go again for one last time.
The fifth and final day of the fifth and final Test match in this remarkable series, and we still do not know which way it will go. England require 35 runs to win the series 3-1. India 4 wickets to level it 2-all. Every game going the distance, every game going into the fifth day. Last time that happened was 1993. Shubman Gill was out there early. He has to summon up his 3 seamers again. They will be exhausted. And the 2 Jamies, Smith and Overton, stroll down the stairs. It's a long walk to the middle. Heavy roller will have an effect for 20 minutes or so, but the new ball is just 3 overs and 4 deliveries away. We are into the final act. Krishna with the first delivery. The bouncer pulled away to the boundary. 35 goes to 31 needed.
What a start. Everyone in anticipation. And this is what happens. A short delivery. My word, didn't he pummel that? He's given this a right old smack. And in spite of the crowd present here, this echoed at the Kennington Oval.
A bad way to get off the mark. No man goes out leg side, still up mid-wicket. Nearly drags on. That could be another boundary. It is back to back. Make that 27 needed.
Well, that's the luck you need first up. This could have been so easily hitting the stumps. But you ride your luck. He's come out with a great intent. Just missing leg stump.
Well, England may have spoken and said, let's try and take that new ball out the equation. 3 overs and 2 balls. Get as many as we can.
And one thing for sure, there's nothing tentative here. It's very clear in his mind that he wants to attack. And straight away has made Gill change his field. Square leg dropping back to the boundary. He's a tall man. Just before the players left, there was a lot of seam movement. You won't see that much now, at least in the first half an hour.
Call of no. The over is completed from last night. England need 27, 347 for 6. Mohammad Siraj, who else? And just summon something up. No Bumrah in this Test match, and he has stood out when Bumrah hasn't played.
Well, this is his last spell on this tour of England. He's been a trier all the way. Can he create some magic?
A bit of swing, bit of shape.
He just hung his bat out there. It's almost an afterthought.
You've just got to be careful with that back foot punch. He plays his cricket here at the Oval. It was a dismissal in the first innings. And again, wafting.
It's a good line from Siraj. He's making the batsman feel for the ball. He wants to lay back on ball. And the first two, he's kept it outside the stumps. Outside the off stump, so the batsman has to reach out for it. Had he targeted the stumps, the ball would have made contact with the bat.
Yeah, it was in the first innings that he played a similar shot off the back foot where he just tried to throw his hands at the ball and it ended up in KL Rahul's hands at slip. So they're going to hold that line. Has he nicked it? Siraj thinks so. Has it carried?
Definite nick, but it's the latter what you mentioned, Nasser, which will come into play. Definite nick as they go up.
To the umpire, to director, we have an umpire review for a fair catch. I've checked the feed, it's
but
fair
we're going to have a
delivery.
look.
Can we go to front on, please? There's a deflection there. The ball's, yeah, the ball's carried. Yeah, we'll just check with Ultra. Yeah. Yep, thank you. I've made my decision. I'm ready for the big screen.
Yeah, clear nick and clearly carried. I don't know what they were checking there. Safely into Jarrell's hands. They needed an early one, India. They've got an early one.
Massive wicket this. And excellent tactics through for India. They kept it away from his stumps. Made him come for it. He got the edge. And has to depart for two. 347 for 7.
One Surrey player replaces another. Gus Atkinson with a Test 100 arrives at number 9. Rain falling. No! Did it carry? KL Rahul, who's been brilliant in that slip, Gordon, diving forward, couldn't quite get his fingers under the ball.
Mohammad Siraj, yes, feel for him. He said some magic had to be created. I think this carried. Just seeing the body language of KL Rahul. Again, beautifully bowled. Just about. Not easy. But he's taken catches like that in the past, KL Rahul. Well, this is fabulous stuff. This is nail-biting stuff. All those who have turned out here today will get their money's worth. This is a fabulous test match cricket. Real test for both sides.
Just feeling his fingers there. They got trapped under that ball. in the air and safe. What an extraordinary over this is. Still moving. Ravi Shastri, are you definitely taking the new ball? 100%, because this one's doing something.
I don't think they'll take it. I don't think they'll take the new ball the way it's moving now. And they're getting it to swing from outside the off-stump. Tactics first class from India. If it continues to move like this, there's no need to take that new ball.
New ball sometimes doesn't do it until the lacquer comes off after 6-7 overs. The game will be done. This one is doing it. Short ball, there is a man out there now.
These are excellent bowling conditions again. Overcast, the 350 comes up. It's 24 away, England. India need 3 wickets. That includes walks, who will come out if needed. How do you reckon Atkinson will play? Similar to Overton?
Yeah, positive. I mean, Overton has come out swinging. I'm not sure Atkinson will do that, but he'll play his shots. Still England favourites. Ty comes in at 1%. Stay awake in that slip cordon. It could be coming your way again.
67% England. I'm not too sure about that. I promise you. India have a great chance here.
Can't believe England haven't asked for the lights to be put on here. It is gloomy, as those pictures show you. Raining, moving. Nailed through the offside. All along those pitches there. They needed a quick man. They had the quickest in Jadeja. 3 scored at the moment. Umpires will check, but I think Jadeja did well.
It's brilliant. Again, covering ground, pushing the ball back into play first before he touches the rope. Saves 1 run for his side. Each run important now.
Same again.
This is great stuff. They're making England run on every run. In excellent shape. And they've kept it 4th, 5th stump, even 6th stump. Kept it wide, and it swung from there.
You should be leaving it, but the match situation and the tension makes you throw your hands at everything out there.
First one really on the stumps, and you could see how he swung at it. It's brought Overton back on strike. 20 needed.
Now that's close. That's very close. Given. He had a long think about that. And an immediate review. Overton thinks going down.
This is an excellent shout. It's beautifully set up. Out, 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 and one straight back in. He took his time,
TV
Dharmasena.
umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is out. I've checked the feed, it's a fair delivery. We'll go to front on, please. Front on coming up now, Kumar. Appears there's no bat involved there. We'll confirm that with Ultra Edge, please. Ultra Edge coming up now. Yeah, I've got a clear gap between bat and ball, so there's no bat involved, so we can go to ball tracking when it's ready. Ball tracking coming up. Impact in line. And hitting the wickets. Kumar, you'll be staying with your original decision of out.
My word, umpire Kumar Dharmasena thought about it forever. He thought and thought, is it flicking or is it going down? Unbelievable scenes at the Oval. Overton's gone for 9. England required 20.
Well, India will leave their favourites now. With the way the ball is moving, the conditions that are existing at the moment. 3 slips in place.
Good solid block, but Siraj continues to wreak havoc. He has 4 for 354 for 8. Third man lands short. They do take the single this time.
And well placed, the third man. Very fine. Precisely for that. And what tension. But one must say, tactically, India have been rock solid this morning. The way they've come out, they've started with the right combination. Prasidh had to bowl 4 balls to finish his over, unfinished over from last night. And then Siraj. Every run scored here is like gold dust. 19 runs to win. But in a situation like this, it's a lot more than that. When you know your last man's arm is in a sling.
Sneaking, I think, sneaking down. No, given. That looked like it was sneaking down.
England review.
Got to review that.
Well, he's given out, so even an umpire's call is a wicket. But it did quite a bit.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is out. I've checked the feed, it's a fair delivery. We'll go to front on, please. Front on coming up now. Yep, we'll go to Ultra Edge, confirm there's no bat. Ultra Edge coming up now. Yeah, I've got a gap between bat and ball, so there's no bat involved. So we'll go to ball tracking when it's ready. Ball tracking coming up now, Hassan. Impact is in line and missing the wickets. Hassan.
Yeah, everyone's under pressure. That was missing comfortably, but England will be upset there because they would have got a leg by. But the moment a decision is given, it is dead ball. so they don't get the leg bye, which means that Tongue has to stay at that end. Also sneaking down. Every player appealing, all of India appealing. Just one review remaining for Shubman Gill, and he rightly didn't use it, sneaking down.
Well, every ball is an event. There's drama in these first 25 minutes of play.
Short ball, but it's come straight off the toe. Neither batter seemed to know where the ball was. There's a wild throw come in from Siraj. Fortunately, third man is very fine, doesn't need to move. So there's only one gain, no overthrows.
He was looking at square leg and running. The ball had come to mid-on. Look where he's looking. He thinks the ball is somewhere there and then realizes that he has to hurry.
You couldn't make it up, this series. It's had everything. And we still don't know yet.
Classic case. Looking London, ball going Paris.
Now, slightly more aggressive feel for Tongue. Another catcher comes in to the gully. But the real danger man is Siraj.
This now reminds you of Lords, when Jadeja was batting with Siraj, taking one run at a time, trying to get the target closer.
Bits of rain falling, as you can see on the peak of Josh Tongue's helmet. There is just bits and spots of rain. Last ball of the over, and Prasad signals that he wants Gully going back to the boundary at third man. So just those two slips again. This is brilliant from India. Wonderful bowling, full and straight. Too good for Josh Tongue. And this series is about to get its most dramatic end as we await Chris Woakes.
Watch what happens now. Classic stuff from Prasidh Krishna. Thudding into the pads, then onto the stumps. 9th wicket goes down. And here he comes. What's this? A la 1963. Colin Cowdrey walking down the stairs at Lord's. He'll be at the non-striker's end. And if ever you wanted drama, here's drama for you. Chris Woakes makes his way into the Kennington Oval.
Chris Woakes made his debut here a dozen years or so ago against Australia in the Ashes, and now 36 years of age and a bit of a veteran. He walks to the crease with that what would be his front shoulder in a sling. And Gus Atkinson smears this away to the leg side. It's over mid-on. Unbelievable shot from Gus Atkinson. It's Akash Deep out there in the deep at long on. We're awaiting the umpire's signal. It's gone for 6. An amazing blow from Atkinson.
Wow. Is there still a sting in the tail? What a strike this is. Akashdeep has just palmed it over the fence, looking to take the catch. I still think it would have been 6 if he had not got his hands to it. But a magnificent strike, which means 11 needed.
Yeah, he wasn't all the way back on the fence, was he? He was about 10 yards in, so he had to backtrack, and in doing so, going for the catch, has palmed it over the boundary. Now, what will Mohammad Siraj do? I suspect he won't put this up in the slot. If you're thinking of a one-day term, that was right in the slot for Atkinson to have a dip at.
Wow, this Anderson Tendulkar trophy is still alive. 11 runs, 1 wicket.
Just the one slip. An extra man now goes out to cow corner. Akashdeep's pushed himself right to the boundary edge now at long on. A bit shorter this time from Siraj. It comes right off the splice of the bat. But Atkinson is not going to run, obviously, because he's got to keep Woakes away from the strike.
Atkinson will have to do what Washington Sundar did in that first innings, just try and hit sixes when he was with the last man.
Almost did a Harry Brook there and lost his grip on the bat completely. Siraj. Oh, my word. That was honing in towards leg stump, but somehow Atkinson gets an inside edge on it. Now we've got 2 balls left in the over. Can they find a way of keeping Woakes on strike?
Well, he's better off keeping it outside the off stump at this stage, because what Atkinson wants is the bowler to target the stumps, either length or short, where he can get underneath it and try and go the distance. Well, it's much easier said than done, but clarity of thought now so critical.
Yes, and Shubman Gill in his first series as captain, when they appointed him captain, he cannot have imagined what lay ahead of him in these 5 test matches, 25 days of test cricket that have tested him to the absolute limit. Full toss, and it just sneaks past leg stump, and Jarrell does well.
Well, now 1 ball left in the over. Does he run a bye here, Chris Woakes, in case Atkinson misses? I've hoped he got a thicker inside edge. Ball could have gone away fine.
What field does Shubman Gill set here now? Can't just have everybody out. They've got to try and keep Atkinson away from the strike. Of course, Siraj can bowl a bouncer. He's got a bouncer up his sleeve, but he can't bowl it too high because he'll be wided.
He gave us everything with that last delivery, Siraj. The quickest ball he's bowled, 90 miles per hour, the last one.
The field is back, then it has to be a short ball. Shubman Gill is the only man who will be in a catching position. He's had a long conversation with Siraj, and they're getting that field set square. So it suggests that Siraj is going to bowl a short ball here at Atkinson. Oh, it's wide. And they're running through. The throw is missed. And Woakes, keep your eye on Woakes, who's hurting as he runs through. He must be hurting. But he's made it, and Atkinson is on strike.
Well, he's grimacing in pain, Chris Woakes. Really is. As he holds that shoulder What scenes at the Oval.
May well have slipped out of the sling as he ran from the non-striker's end. They did exactly the right thing. Jarrell threw the ball towards the stumps. You can see Wokes running already. He's ready to go and get off strike. Sprinting in, the throw came in but wide. There's one hit, but it won't be four. They'll get two as Wokes comes back for the second. He's hurting, you can see he's hurting, but he's made his ground again.
He is in tremendous pain. This is an unreal effort. You can see him grimacing. Has to take a few deep breaths, bite the bullet for just a little while longer.
Shubman Gill now comes out of slip. He's gone to that mid-wicket position where Atkinson played that last ball. Okay, last ball of the over, and Dhruv Jarrell will be thinking to himself, be alert here, because Wokes will want to run through even if it comes through to the keeper.
Not only that, the glove has to come off. Stay on. I think he has taken off the glove. Yes, he has taken it off. He realized that after he missed the underarm last time around.
Last ball, 8 to win. India requiring that one wicket still. Atkinson to huge cheers, gets across his stumps, dinks a one into the offside, and will have the strike again.
Wow, he's not played a ball as yet. I just wonder if it was smart thinking to bowl into the stumps and full. He should have either bowled wide or bowled it short. You mentioned a tie has never happened in this country, just twice in cricket history. One big hit, the tie scores here.
And you played in one of the two historic games that ended in a tie.
Yes, and the crowd has just swelled.
It was such a bad ball, I thought, that from Prashid Krishna. He didn't make Atkinson reach for the ball in any way. He could have bowled it wide of off stump, he could have bowled it short, but he just allowed him on a fourth stump line to dink it without any risk for one and get on strike. But he's got the strike now, and it's Mohammad Siraj.
Well, 10 runs added by these two. 7 needed for England.
And would you believe it, it is Mohammad Siraj. The lion-hearted Siraj, who has led this attack throughout. He finishes the game. It is a famous win for India. This series is tied 2 apiece. All yours, Ravi.
5-wicket haul for a champion. Simply magnificent. He dropped the catch yesterday of Harry Brook and must have thought that everything is over here. But what a performance this morning from Team India, and Siraj in particular. Shubman Gill keeping his cool. Just 35 were needed when play started. And England have fallen 7 short. And it is Mohammad Siraj with another 5-wicket haul. And what an end to a magnificent test series.
Congratulations, India. They have been so competitive throughout. They looked dead and buried yesterday afternoon. The game looked as though it had gone when Brook and Root were batting so magnificently, but they have come back, and they have come back through that man, Mohammad Siraj, who finishes with 5 for 104 in 30.1 overs, the 25th day of the series, and he has rocked back Gus Atkinson's off stump to finish the game and the series for his team. Brilliant.
It's India's narrowest ever win in Test match cricket. Couldn't have got closer this. And what a thrilling finale, and what an end to a magnificent series. India losing the first test, bouncing back to win the last test, and to make the series 2-2.
Well, what a series it has been as Ben Stokes leads his England team out to shake hands. It's been fiery at times. There's been a bit of tension and needle from time to time, but these two teams have given us the most magnificent series, and it finishes with Chris Woakes, arm in a sling, dislocated shoulder. He didn't face a ball. Atkinson had to keep him away from the strike. He had to go for the big shot. And you can see the smiles and the delight on the faces of the India captain and his players and coach, who is under some pressure after 2 series defeats. Well, they've avoided a third by the narrowest of margins.